Hey guys, Ryan here. We're gonna do a review of a game on Numbani, uh, with Amy, of course. Um, so we start off pretty much with a standard normal lineup. The DPS that we're going to be focusing on not dying from is a Reaper and Tracer. That's the two enemy team. That's the two DPS that we're going to adjust here. Sometimes I like to start shooting here just because I can get a little bit of charge. I got like nothing there. But sometimes I can get like 15% almost starting there. So just damage boosting the soldier. So I see Reinhardt's on the point. The one place I don't want to be right now is at the point. So I put the healing beam on him and I Guardian Angel away to keep myself in a safe range. I see he's hurt, I put the beam back on him, and then I immediately shoot up to the soldier who's in a safe spot, still healing him. Okay? I really recommend, that's my style, is to play with beam, Guardian Angel prefers target off. That way I can always have my next spot to go lined up. That's what I think is best. Okay, you're distracting me. Alright, so just topping people off. This is what I like to do. You don't want to be in the line there because he can earth shatter you and you can die. So I kind of just stay floating in healing, Guardian Angels, staying out of the line of sight of that door, because you're gonna get killed. Alright, and I see that there's a fight going on over here. I just make sure Symmetra's okay. She is. The Tracer is really focusing on the Symmetra more than me. I'm suspecting that's because I know how to handle her. I'm not on the ground.
Right up above you. Back above you, thank you.
Farah asked for healing there. I started healing Reinhardt and then went to look because sometimes it's really hard to find Farah in the sky. Alright, so I asked them, you know, are you guys okay over there? They said yes. So I kind of stayed on the front here. And I see that soldier's going back. Again, just keeping people full, but trying to stay out of the line of sight of that doorway. You don't want to be in the line of sight. But everything is going really well. So we go back over and just keep everybody damage boosted. I'm going to go back over to the soldier because he can usually get some good damage on somebody coming on the side. Alright. Everything going well. We're handling, everything's going fine.
I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, Farah ults, so just always just put your beam on her, because whenever Farah ults, immediately try to either keep her alive. Lucio boops me, but I'm not like... I knew he was there, I wasn't really concerned.
Small diva in the bottom.
Alright.
Lucy's going back up. He's back up. He's up top.
Everything's going pretty well. Symmetra said that she was fine. You know, always, if you can't get to somebody right away, always ask them if they need help. You know, there's nothing wrong with communicating as much as possible. The enemy team is obviously regrouping. So, again, healing, but staying in a safe spot. There's a lot going on here. So I fly in, I resurrect, and immediately I see he's hurt. I put the healing beam on him, and then I get back to safety. Unfortunately, the whole entire team is dead when I got back, and I died. And we lose the point. I like kind of I cut like a little bit out because it was a long video, so we basically end up losing the points. And I notice that they're sending out, I can hear that they're sending out Lucio and Tracer to try to hunt me down here. So I'm trying to avoid them. And I don't move, because I don't want them to hear my footsteps. And then I just try to get out of here, because I know it's not safe. Just like that. So, they have a Tracer, they have Reaper. Best thing for you guys to do is to not be on by the payload. You don't want to be down there, because a Tracer will handle you in seconds. So, stay up in the air, and there's really nothing they can do. The Reaper's down there below, but I haven't been killed by him. I haven't been killed by Tracer. Everything is going pretty bad here. I see that I almost want him to die. I'm kind of waiting. Boom. I resurrect, and immediately I know I have to get out of here, and I fly back up. Really not much more I could do in this situation. The Reaper somehow gets up here and surprises us, and I got killed, Amy. I got killed. Got killed. Alright. So, coming back. Surprised I didn't fast forward this. I must have missed that. When I come back from the spawn, I notice that I'm not in a good position here, so I just tried to Guardian Angel away real fast. Not much more. Everything's, you know, I mean, we're kind of almost getting steamrolled at the moment. You know, there's not much more, you know, you just do your best you can as, you know, as support. You know, just make sure you keep everybody alive. I'm using the damage boost because we have the Lucio ult, so healing isn't going to do anything. And I noticed that here, we get in a lot of trouble and I don't have res. So the only way to save them is to get res with my gun. I can't, healing them would not help. I get res, I say goodbye, and I bring them back. I wanted to escape over there, but I missed the Guardian Angel trigger. I only had about a split second.
Lucio's on our side.
And, you know, trying to keep everybody alive, but it really didn't even help. Because the Reaper just kept killing everybody.
Tracer's picking at you guys. Where is she?
But again, now I'm being chased finally by the Tracer, and I'm trying to stay in the air, but the Zarya gets me. I'm just kind of fast forwarding here. And when I come back out of spawn, I notice immediately right away 2 people are hurt. And I want to get to the soldier first, because he's obviously has less life, and he was in the middle of a fight. The Reinhardt can put his shield up, so when you gotta balance between those two things, you gotta try to prioritize. And that didn't, you know, we held it for a long time, but then, you know, we couldn't stop them once the train started going. But I mean, as long as you feel like you did well, I feel like I did pretty good there. I didn't really make that many silly mistakes, you know. And you know, just try to do the best you can. Even if you do lose, if you do perform very well, you won't lose as much SR. So just try to think about that. So this was a rather bad attempt at a pharmacy here. What I want to do is heal, and now I want to dip down to get out of sight and then go back up. We get to Symmetra, but their whole entire team comes after us. Like, 4 people were up there to take out me and the Pharah. So, what are you gonna do about that? You know. Coming back, you know, I see that I don't have res at the moment, so I'm trying to build it up a little bit, but then I decide, let me see if I can help Pharah. I'm watching them, I see someone's hurt, I see they're both hurt, so I'm coming back in to try to help them, and we lose them. The Lucio healing didn't really help there. It's not a very well-organized attack we had, and this Reaper just walks right by me, so I make sure I tell them all that, and I try to get the kill. His Earth Shatter missed me too. It wasn't very good. And the Lucio who's trying to get back up, he gets booped off, and we go down.
I'm sorry.
In flames. In flames! Alright. So we're gonna try this one more time, it looks like. Alright, so we're gonna, let's see how this goes. We're watching, trying to, I'm full, so if I take a little bit of damage, that's fine. We're not concerned about that, you know. I want to, I don't want to say tank their DPS, but I want to distract them as much as I can. So if I'm full, I don't care if I get a few chip shots by DPS, because as long as I know I can get out and I'll be safe,
Dude, how can we let the...
it'll be fine. I thought I was going to get two there, but I didn't. So I want to get up in that corner where Farah is, because this is the safest spot in general when you're on. If you can get up on that ledge over there as Mercy on the attack, it's a very safe spot, because the enemy team is going to be a little bit surprised by that. So everything's going fine, just keep everybody alive. I wanted to kill him, you know, that's my style. Thank God Lucio booped the Reaper there. So everything's going fine, other than that first Earth Shatter. We take the, he kind of wastes that, but it was just a desperate move on their Reinhardt. So everyone's full, trying to help Soldier get a kill there, which he does. You know, keep supporting him while staying near the payload, moving the payload. Alright, so now he's full, he's topped off, so I'm like, okay, you know, you can't be there for everybody all the time.
Thought he was getting away.
Damage boosting Farah,
Threaded the needle with that rocket.
and moving the payload at the same time.
My healing spell is upon you.
Alright, so now the fight's starting. We want to make sure that we stay up high. This DPS is all strong on the ground. They've switched now to their own Farah, but they still have the Reaper. So best way to avoid the Reaper is to get up high. And I used Res there. She kind of pulled it out of me because I didn't want to die. But again, she didn't kill anybody with her own ult, and I resurrect somebody. So it kind of cancels it out and still benefits us. And I really avoided that Roadhog hook really well there. Alright, so everything's going pretty well. I keep healing on the Roadhog because Roadhog players never understand that when they heal themselves, I don't get my ult charge from that. So whenever I'm on a Roadhog, I always make sure I heal them instead of damage boosting his ult, because they will heal it up and then you'll lose like 30% ult charge. Roadhog players don't understand that. Even at this level. So always make sure you heal a Roadhog player before damage boosting them, because they will just take it away from you. Tried to help him, he got killed, so I was like, oh.
Your support has arrived.
Moving on.
Soldier was weak.
Okay,
So
Reinhardt's
he
behind
healed
us.
Still weak.
that, walking, move out of the way. He
Reinhardt's
doesn't
behind
have
us.
the charge anymore, so I know I'm relatively safe, but just make sure you tell your team about it. And I'm just trying to get some kills here. Again, the Lucio used his ult, so I damage boost instead of healing, because we don't need to heal. That's not going to help. This was my one biggest mistake of the match, other than falling off the cliff with Lucio. I'm really upset about that, because I heard it, and that was the first time really that Reaper killed me, other than when I got jumped on into spawn. So I'm just fast forwarding us back, and we're gonna go for
Soldier's on the right. Watch soldier right.
another push.
I know
You took a rocket. You took a rocket.
when they graviton.
So,
I think they graviton.
Staying up to the
I
Farah,
think
it's
twice.
definitely safest
Watch soldier
up
right.
high.
Okay, he's on the right.
I get shot at by the soldier, but that's fine. It's already almost healed up. You know, it's fine. As long as you know you can survive it.
Push it.
So I have res,
Nice.
so I'm going to be
Good job, Reinhardt. Nice.
thinking to play a little more aggressive, because I don't just, you know, some Mercy players would be in the back there, just standing back there. That's not how I play. So here we go. I'm like trying to kill the Lucio because he's trying to stall us.
Dude, how do you
'cause I-
one-shot me without...
Okay, so sorry about that. So I'm just trying to stay alive here, really, holding on to the point.
Push up to our point. Stay on point.
You know, I'm not gonna.
There it is.
You know, that's just how I play. I don't, you know, bail on the
3
team.
seconds more
So
than I
everything went fine. We held, and we ended up getting all the way in. Score is 3-3. You know, it was a. I feel like we definitely pushed it somewhat easier than them. I kind of felt like we did better than them.
It does feel kind of
So we have the same exact team lineup, I believe. It's pretty much the same. So again, I'm starting off with damage boosting the soldier here. We only have to hold this for a minute, so it's very important not to get hit by that
Strays are coming bottom.
earth strike thing. So
Oh, watch
I
out.
see Farah's hurt. I can't reach, so I use the Roadhog to get closer. And our unfortunate Reinhardt died there, so I literally say, help, help, I need help, and I get out of there. Staying onto the soldier. Getting a little bit lucky getting that Farah, helping her out. And I want to stay away. I pull myself away a little bit and then come back. It's really a rather spicy situation here that you really have to make very fast decisions with, and I try to get Farah there, but I can't, and the whole team jumps on me, and they die. Luckily, the Symmetra has her teleporter. That was a very good teleporter. I looked behind me because I could have sworn I thought somebody was there. Staying off the point. You don't want to be on the point, especially since there's a tracer there, so I'm kind of staying off the point. Look, Mercy can fly.
Alright.
She doesn't have to be on the point. You know, as long as you got a Farah, and as long as you have some DPS that stays up on the ledges there, there's no reason. You can literally heal not even being on the point, where the enemy team is. You know, I hope that that kind of was... gave you some good tips there on how to literally heal off the point, where it's safer.
How's that not? Oh, soldier up top.
Alright, so
So weak!
trying to do another
And I'm looking.
flank with the Farah
They're
here,
looking at me. Hold on.
and the rest of our
Turn
team
around,
is
turn around.
going kind of up the middle.
You guys just got.
So I want to stay low, and then come up,
Right behind
stay
you.
low, and then go back up. Check behind me there, I didn't see anybody, things look pretty good. I want to get back onto the ledge with the soldier,
Get the Mercy,
so
Mercy
now
wall.
we're in a
Guys,
really
I
good
got
spot
down
here.
there. Here you go.
Staying up in the air as much as I can,
That should be it right here.
because that Reaper was down there. I see the Reinhardt, and I just take him out,
Down.
and
He spoke so much.
voila,
Game,
we get
guys.
the
Good
point.
job.
I'm in Masters.
I hope those, like, you know,
I think I'm in Masters
tips
now, too.
on Numbani on how to stay off the point as much as you can, but still healing as if you were on the point kind of helps you guys out.
Good game.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of a tough point. Numbani for me is difficult. It's pretty tough. And they gave us Mercy in the game. I was like, what?
You got top line with Mercy, bro?
This was crap.
Oh, this is that
She
part.
should have saw
Turning
what I
point
did.
right here.
She gets 2 heals. What is that crap? What is that? So this Mercy actually out-healed me. She out-healed me. I don't see how that's possible.
That's how we do it.
But
Wow, thanks, Venus.
she probably died a lot more though. Hopefully.
55% for me,
We can only
45
hope.
for
Look,
guys.
she did 3,000 more healing than me.
Did our jobs,
Wow.
bro. Yeah, we did.
But see, you know, 15.
That's 61%
100,
accuracy, by the way. with
almost. About right.
137 rock direct hits.
Alright, guys.